welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time on the channel, a special welcome to you. I ask that you check out the rest of my videos. If you like what you see, give them a thumbs up, leave a comment, but more than anything, I'm asking that you subscribe to the channel. Today I'm going to be covering state of emergency in Jamaica, my opinion on it, Justin Trudeau's visit to Jamaica, state of downtown Kingston, which I believe is deplorable. And last but not least, I'm going to be discussing my intentions on retiring from YouTube. So, before we get into that, people, hold on. I'm wearing my glasses today, but the thing about wearing my glasses is it tends to have a reflection from the light that's coming in. And I'm not so sure that it's good for my viewers, so let me see something. Glasses, no glasses. Alright, these are actually my reading glasses. I actually see better without them, so if I should take them off, I can still see, but I am making a sacrifice for the sake of my subscribers. Alright, let's go without the glasses. So, first of all, let's cover states of emergency in Jamaica. As long as I've been covering subjects in Jamaica, I have never actually touched the subject of states of emergency. However, this year, as it comes down to the end of the year, I thought to myself, after hearing what's going on in Jamaica, I believe it's over 1,400 murders that has been reported, a 1% difference between this year and last year. Using those two numbers, and the 1% different, my personal opinion is that states of emergency has no real effect. If the numbers are factual, states of emergency has no effect as to what the government is promising Jamaican people, are saying they're using states of emergency as an instrument to curtail crime and to reduce murders. So in my opinion, if the 1% went down or went up, a blind man can see that that is not a good method. However, considering that, the side effects of state of emergency is more of what I'm concerned about. I love Jamaica. I love Jamaican people. The powers that be, the puppet masters. When I say puppet masters, I mean outside governments who tend to control the Jamaican government. They know exactly what they're doing, and it's working successfully to a T. When I stay in Europe and I see my country of Jamaica via the television, what I see is a police state. I see a country that the people are being suppressed, oppressed, by waking up every morning and seeing assault rifle. What I'm trying to explain here, that forget the whole state of emergency, because in my opinion, it's not D'ing nor Dowing. You know, in Jamaica, if you're Jamaican, you understand what I say, what I mean when I say it's not D'ing nor Dowing. It not D'ing nor Dow. It means it's not making any real difference, right? But there is an impactful difference that it's making on Jamaicans' mental state. The children, young adults, are all Jamaican. This has nothing to do with age. Living in a society, in a country, that you are prone to be stopped, searched, intimidated with assault rifle. Just imagine what that does to the mentality of a child. I'm not saying police and soldiers are killing people, but the presence of rifles, the presence of war, the presence of combat uniform, that tells the psyche of human being that we're living in a very tense society. And that has a long-term effect on human beings. So, again, the puppet masters that are controlling the Jamaican government continue to this day to torture my people, to oppress my people, to put my people under that mental strain that has long-term negative effect under the guise that they are actually doing something to help the society. It's not helping. It's damaging our people. What's laughable about it, I wouldn't say it's laughable. It's ironic that when you look around the world, any country, especially countries that are dominated by a population of black people that has any value to it, whether that is minerals or just nature in itself, any country that has value to it also has a label as a dangerous destination, as a destination that is problematic. There's a fear factor that's always implemented in every country of the world that has something of value, that has something of worth. And when you think about that, that is strategically implemented to discourage, it's all about money, to discourage favoritism, to discourage money. Jamaica has 3.5 million people at most at any one time on the island. And that country has been labeled the most violent, most dangerous country of the world. It's a bittersweet because it's the most violent, most dangerous country of the world, but at the same time, it is one of the most beautiful country, one of the most serene country offering God's untouched nature, the beauty of God's nature. So my take on the SOE, again, it's politics, as we say in Jamaica, politics. The people of Jamaica are not only being pawns in a game of chess. My people are being damaged continually today. Waking up with the sightings of police and soldiers driving to work or to church or minding you or just anything leisure and being pulled over by security personnel with assault rifle, machine guns, does impact your evening, does impact your morning, does impact your day. Even if you don't get pulled over, the simple fact that you're driving along and seeing all these guns and soldiers, and it does something to you mentally. So I believe that I can't even sit here and act like I'm a part of this con. Because I was about to say, I believe that Jamaica need to find another strategy. I'm 51 years old, about to be 52 in the coming year. I understand politics. I understand the game. Jamaica, since I was a child, has always been labeled as a violent place. And it was a violent place. I lived and I was born and raised in the ghettos of Jamaica. I've seen violence firsthand. But what I've also seen is that people pulling the triggers were just pawns. They didn't make guns. I'm talking about the 80s, 1980s. Where did the Jamaican people get guns from? And now worst in the 21st century, where guns are just flooded over my little island. It's worse. And we're not educating the youths. They are just as ignorant or more ignorant than the youths were when I was a child. So more people are going to continually get killed. It's like, so I guess the point that I'm trying to get to is, I can't sit up here and say that the government need to find another way to curtail crime, because half the time politicians have an input on the breeding of crime. That's what makes the system look like it's working. You understand? You damage a roadway so you can claim that the road is damaged. You create violence so you can get funds to fund the SOE. It's all a hustle. So who are the pawns? Who are the chess pieces? Who are the king, the queen, the rook here? Do we love each other? This is my question. You know, Love shall conquer all. And if we truly love each other, we would stop flooding the small island of Jamaica with guns and bullets. You know, because they have to get it from somewhere. In the 80s, they weren't manufacturing guns and bullets, and even today, we're not manufacturing guns and bullets. It has to be coming in somewhere. It's a small country. It's not that hard to control. It's small, if we really want. And then we go by percentage. And if you go by percentage, 50% of 3 million versus 50% of 300 million, you're going to get a total different number. We mark Jamaica as one of the most violent people, while one city of the United States of America murder rates is just as high as Jamaica, not to mention the whole United States of America. I'm not pointing at the United States of America here, but because the United States of America is one of the most infamous countries of the world and one of the closest to Jamaica, I decided to use it. The United States of America, their murder rate, if we're going by numbers, is ridiculous. But we're not going by numbers. We're going by numbers versus percentage. And that's how Jamaica is ranked. The murder capital, or one of the murder capitals of the world. It's not a good look. It's not a good feeling. But it is what it is. So I'm going to leave that alone, and I'm going to move over to Justin Trudeau and his family's visit to Jamaica. I am happy to see that the Prime Minister of Canada and his family chose Jamaica to vacation, because it's the land of my birth and a country that I love wholeheartedly. I also have seen other celebrities in recent time who have visited Jamaica, including Burna Boy, Cardi B and her spouse, and so many others have visited Jamaica. It's a good thing to see. But let's stay with Justin Trudeau, because he is the Prime Minister of Canada. And what is ridiculous about this visit is, one day after Justin Trudeau landed in Jamaica, it is reported that the Canadian government has issued a travel advisory warning to Jamaica, the same place where their Prime Minister is. Now, I find that funny, because as a Prime Minister, you're kind of an influencer. You're kind of a celebrity. You're kind of an individual, a person that some people probably want to mimic. Some people want to feel as if they can do what you do too. So the Prime Minister goes to Jamaica, and then Canada issues a travel advisory. What is that saying? What is that saying? Because that's just conflict. What exactly is that saying? I understand we are island in the sun, beautiful beaches, great food, great people. You know, even though these are the same people they're saying are the most violent and, you know, treacherous people. But Jamaicans are great people. We are what we are. You know, if you catch us on our good side, it's a hell of a good side. And if you catch us on our bad side, it's like hell. It's just one of those things. It's just you have to know how to rub us right. That's all. But we're just humans, and we love people. You know, we're one of the most hospitable people in this world. But Justin Trudeau coming to Jamaica for a week's visit, and then his country, well, I thought he was the head of the government, is issuing a travel advisory. I don't get that. So I would like one of my subscriber, share your lights on that, because that perplexed me, that puzzled me for me. Next thing I want to cover is, I recently, you know, Christmas in Jamaica is a big thing, and Grand Market night and Grand Market shopping is a big thing. So I saw a glimpse of downtown Kingston. And I know a lot of people is going to be upset, especially vendors going to be upset about what I'm about to say, but that needs to be cleaned up. That is a mess. I'm talking about West Queen Street, Princess Street, Haywood Street, South Parade, that whole circle is a mess. You have more sellers than buyers. Kingston is the capital of Jamaica. Downtown Kingston is the business hub. I don't know who is in control of that, which MP, if it's the government minister of local government, but I know the mayor, whatever his name is, Mayor Williams, has something to do with it. It is a mess, people. The place can't look like that. It don't look good. You understand? There's nowhere for cars to drive. The vendors are in the street. They've left only like a little lane for people to walk through. It's a mess. It looks nasty. It looks ugly. And the amount of plastic that's on the road, and it's clogging whatever drainage is there. And there's this septic water that's starting to gather. It's ugly. The Jamaican government needs to do something about that. I understand everybody wants their little hustle and everybody wants to do their own little thing. But now, these people have to be relocated. And I just thought to myself, if everybody that's selling actually pays tax and the government actually utilized that tax back into the city, how much a big difference it would make. Speaking of a big difference, I saw a big tree. Well, I don't know if it's because I'm an adult now. Big tree don't look so big anymore. It looked like it has taken a beating over the years. Doesn't have as much leaves as it used to have. But I've said on this channel before, Big Tree is a landmark in Jamaica. A lot of these people that help damaging it and leaning up against it don't know the value of it. However, the video that I was watching did walk down to Barry Street. That's kind of quiet. Barry Street is kind of quiet. But once they come back around Orange Street, it's not a good look. It's an ugly thing. I just had to comment on it that I would prefer if the government get rid of all them people, house them somewhere. The Pernell Charles Market is not big enough to take all them people, but it doesn't look good. I understand that everybody's out for themselves and everybody's trying to make some money, but it doesn't look good. So yeah, now for my last topic, YouTube. My plan is to retire from YouTube. Why? Because YouTube is not a fair platform. It is not a level playing field. There is prejudice, there is bias, there is cheating, there is lying, there is, you know, when I first got on YouTube, YouTube didn't offer money. YouTube, maybe I wasn't aware of it. I didn't know that YouTube pays. So my purpose of going on YouTube was not really for money. It was just my love for talking, my love for sharing my knowledge, and my love for Jamaica. That's what brought me to YouTube. Then YouTube got into this partnership model where it wants to partner with people, and the more people make videos and the more viewers they get and subscribers they get a certain amount of money. A lot of my subscribers may think I make money from YouTube. I don't make money from YouTube. I get like 100 Swiss francs, which is 100 US dollars, maybe once every 6 months from YouTube. That is it. I don't make money from YouTube, so I don't do this for money. But I'm a businessman, and once you propose business module to me and contracts and rules and regulation, I look forward to you withholding your side and me doing my part as well. YouTube doesn't hold up their end of the bargain. YouTube is a crook. YouTube has gotten more from YouTubers, including myself, than I've gotten from YouTube. I just think YouTube has got enough personal data from me, because when I sit up here and I talk, YouTube collects everything that's around me, everything that's coming out of my mouth, everything that I look like. It's a lot of data I'm giving up. My mindset, my intention, my thought process, my ideas, everything YouTube is taking. And then on top of that, YouTube suppresses your view counts, it suppresses your subscription counts, and then it starts running these ridiculous ads. I've got another channel with my wife, and according to YouTube rules, you're supposed to have up to 1,000 subscribers before they run ads on your channel. And they run ads in those channels, on my channels. Even though I've not fulfilled the quota that requires them to run ads on the channel. YouTube suppressed your presence on the platform. A lot of my subscribers contacted me on other platforms. Are you still doing YouTube? I can't believe that I haven't heard from you, blah, 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 blah. YouTube politics. Yeah, so like I say, the same way I left the United States of America. My core reason of leaving the United States of America, my brother says to me, brethren, you can't ride a horse and cuss it at the same time. And my brother, if you're watching, you would not know how much I valued that line until this day. Because it was logical. It was logical. You can't be discriminating against a country and you live there. You know? And up on that note, I left the United States of America. So I'm going to apply that to YouTube because I find myself criticizing the platform a lot, but I'm on the platform, I'm using the platform. I understand that the platform benefits more from me than I benefit from them, but no, not really feeling YouTube anymore. I'm not really feeling social media like that anymore. In the ones that you can avoid letting them rape you or avoid the exploitation of you, then, you know, if you can avoid it, you avoid it. So this is how I feel about YouTube. Let me know how you guys feel about my intention to leave YouTube and the reasons that I just mentioned. Again, it's not about the money, but because they brought in a business partnership model that promises money. I suspect and I see where YouTube has suppressed my view counts, has suppressed my subscription numbers. You know, what I mean by suppressing my subscription numbers is that 100,000 people could subscribe to your channel, but they could only show you 10,000. The only people that will know who subscribe to your channel is really YouTube. Because all of your true subscribers, when they look on their phones, they're going to see that they're subscribed. But that's all algorithm, that's all computing. That's an easy trick. I've been using computers since 1998. The internet, I should say. I've been using computers since 1992 in college, but I've been using the internet since 1998. I pretty much know all its capability and trickeries. So, yeah, it's a tough one because I like talking to you guys. I like talking to my people. I like hearing your feedback. I like sharing my knowledge. I like sharing my opinion. But at the same time, if YouTube had left YouTube the way it was originally, then I would have no problem. But they brought in this business module and then all this little trickery start playing. And I get offended by that. And when I get offended, I get reaction. I react. And maybe this is the reaction that YouTube is looking for. Well, if it is, YouTube, you've won. Because I don't have time for foolishness. And my life doesn't start and end with YouTube. I've been doing public speaking and writing way before YouTube was a thing. So, yeah, that's how I feel about that situation, people. Anyway, before I go, I want to say big up to all of my loyal subscribers who has been there with me from the start. And I want to say season greetings to all of you guys who celebrate the season. And when the new year comes, I wish you guys nothing but the best. Happy New Year. I wish you guys a successful new year, prosperity, good health, and love. Always love people. Until next time, peace.